red gates, you are the savior. We yelling black and gold of the Super Bowl. Black and gold of the Super Bowl. Black and gold of the Super Bowl. We yelling who that, who that, who that, who that, who that said they gon' beat them same. We yelling who that, who that, who that, who that, who that said they gon' beat them same. Okay, we going to Miami, already tamed the Wildcat. Second line into that Super Bowl and bring that crown back. Brown bag days over, take that to the bank. Oh.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome to another edition of Down South Sports Fanatics. Also with Big Easy Mafia. Make sure to go like both pages. But we got a good show for y'all tonight. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about all the major sports topics. But without further ado, let me bring in the voice of reason himself. What's up, Dave?
Hey, what's going on, guys, man? I've been enjoying watching my Cubs kick some ass. We got the Saints this weekend. We got some games tonight. So, yeah, dude, it's good to have football back. Actual games, even though it's preseason, it's not watching practice. You know what I mean?
And, of course, we got a guy that was at the camp today himself, the stat guy. What's up, Fernando?
What's going on, gentlemen? How's everybody doing? All I can say is this. Thank God the Saints had a good practice against the Jags today because I was starting to get a little nervous.
They look good. So you're saying they look good?
They look good.
All right. With that being said, Dave, what have you heard lately? What's going on? What this team looks like? What's the makeup of it? What you looking forward to this weekend?
Man, I just want to see. It looks like, from what I'm hearing, Spencer Rattler's going to get the start. Every person, I got to address this to whoever needs to hear it.
Dave, I didn't even know that.
Oh, Fernando
they're not.
Fernando can probably confirm it.
Starters aren't playing.
Yeah, so there you go.
Starters aren't playing.
Yeah, so the starters aren't playing, so whoever needs to hear this, because there always feels like that there's one or two people in the chat that want to think that Spencer Rattler and Shuck are competing. Listen, this is a PSA, public service announcement by the Down South podcast. Spencer Rattler and Zach Wilson are battling for the number 2 job. So Tyler Shuck is your franchise quarterback.
But don't y'all think, has Tyler Shuck earned? I mean, to me, we still need to see more of him, Dave.
Listen, I saw enough, like I always say this, he should have been 6-3 if it wasn't for one Olave drop in the Miami game. 6-3 in your first 9 starts in the NFL for a team that had a disassembled offensive line, almost a different starter every week at running back. I mean, remember, Rattler, and I'm not trying to make it a competition, but I know there's people that argue still in this chat somewhat on Facebook. Rattler had Shaheed, he had Alvin Kamara, he had a healthier line. He had a year of experience also. And Tyler Shuck, when he came in, it was a night and day difference. He played one of the worst matchups he could possibly get. L.A. Rams week 1 on the road. Well, not week 1, but his first game was against the Rams. So, dude, I mean, everybody says, oh, he didn't beat enough teams. He didn't do this. Dude, Carolina made it to the playoffs. Tampa was in the running for the playoffs. They're decent teams. I mean, but playing the Rams on the road, that's a tough test early on for a kid making his, first NFL start. So, to me, I think the interior offensive line being fixed with a healthy McCoy, with David Edwards. Fernando was talking about it earlier before we got on here. Those young receivers we got, dude, I think that's going to be wild. I mean, we've seen him make so many guys look probably better than they were last year, late in the season. I'm excited for Tyler Shuck, dude. I mean, I think the offense is going to be – I think this is a top 10, maybe even near top 5 offense this year.
Really? You agree with that, Fernando?
I do. I think and I'm sure Dave agrees with this, but health being a big factor in that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but if they stay – and my take on it, I don't even know. I was going to say if Tyson and Olave both stay healthy, but that wide receiving core is so deep now, and the way Shuck's played, they're just gonna be good. And I think people were worried. I was one of them throughout this training camp because the offense was coming along so slow. But I think one thing we found out today, I heard somebody else say it somewhere else, or a couple people, is that, man, Tyler Shuck is a gamer. Like, when the lights come on and he needs to step up, he just shows up. Like, I think his practice is a little bit less than, that you want more from practice. Mm. But when the lights come on and you're in game-type situations like this was today, they got more reps today, 1s versus 1s, than they would in the actual game. The dude just shows up. I mean, I'm looking on their last drive. They did, 4th and 12 and 3rd and 1 in 2-minute drill. and he converted on both to get the game-winning field
What up,
goal,
Mark?
to win the game against the Jags. But yeah, it's pretty. I think the offense is gonna be good. I'm trying to temper my expectations a little bit, but I think they're gonna be good.
Well, I mean, I hope he's better a gamer than he is in practice because, like you said, practice hasn't looked that good. But it is what it is. Everybody talks about second year slumps and stuff like that, man. I think that's it.
And I don't think it's you. I know you said practice hasn't looked. I don't think it's practice haven't looked that good. I don't think they're from what I've seen and heard. There just hasn't been any wow moments throughout practice. Right? He's been consistent. He's been, his completion percentage, all that's good, but he hasn't really let it loose like he did today. Like today, he had a bunch of wow moments.
Yeah.
How's the tight ends looking? That's the thing I want to know about because we haven't heard.
I like the room. I don't know about you guys, but I think the room looks a lot better. And I'm the biggest Taysom guy there is, but I knew Taysom wasn't. The chance that Oscar Delp could become a legit tight end in this league, I love that. I like Noah Fant, who could get significant playing time for pretty much 30 other teams in the league. And Juwan, dude. Juwan, I call him Pro Bowl Juwan with Tyler Shuck, dude. I mean, I apologize to that dude like 50 times last year.
I agree with Dave. I think the tight end room is good. And we're not even talking about, he hasn't been mentioned at all this camp because he hasn't really got going yet. But Oscar Delp, the rookie that was picked. I mean, Juwan Johnson and, I'm drawing a blank right now on the guy we signed.
Noah
Fant.
Noah Fant have been making plays, and then the other guy that we Malik Eminem is what Bobby Aber calls him. Eminem.
Makuta Matata.
He's been making plays. So, like Dave said, I like the room too. Hopefully, this is a sign of things to come today. But we got to stay healthy. I think that's the biggest thing.
But you're going to see a lot too. They got to do the same thing Saturday too, Fernando, in the game.
They do, but that's more for depth purposes, right? Because it's more the second and third team guys. You'd like to see them play well. Like obviously, you want everybody to play well.
How did our defense hold up against their offense?
Sorry, guys.
They
as
played
far as secondary.
They played well. I mean, the first throw of Lawrence's day got picked off by Julian Blackmon. So that was a good sign of things to come. Chase Young has a self-recorded 6 sacks on the day. First thing I was watching before we came on, I was watching Liam Cohen's press conference, and he was talking about how good our defensive line is.
Hey, Fernando, my bad, dude. I'm sharing because if not, the Dancing Bear is going to sentence me to death here. So I got to share. My bad, y'all. But did you see anything with Chris Rodriguez? The reason I ask is, dude, I'm a Dynasty fantasy player. Oh, shoot. My bad, dude. I'm losing my mind. I'm hearing you on here. I'm trying to share, and it's messing with my head. I'm like, wait, what the shit? I said, dude, he's talking about Blackman again. I'm like, wait, what's... So I was like, but Chris Rodriguez, man, him and Bayshell Tootin, I know all the fantasy lovers out there. There's a lot of people that are high on Tootin. I don't think Rodriguez is a superstar, but, man, he's gritty, dude. He's the kind of guy you like to have on your team. I know Cohen and him had ties going back to college. I mean, I heard Rodriguez gotten a little bit, it was a little bit of pushing and shoving going on. But, I mean, did you see anything from anybody in particular in Jacksonville, like Rodriguez? Or
So I couldn't see their offensive side. I mean, I saw because they were on the other side of the field most of the day. But I did see – so from what I've read today and, I saw a little bit. I saw the fight break out over there.
Yeah.
But I saw – what numbers he wear?
Dude, you know what? I'm about to try to pull it up right now. But
I saw 0 for the Jag make a couple plays on that side. So I don't know.
I'll say this, dude. You talk about a good receiving core, man. That's one to look at too on the other side. I mean, that's to me one of the deeper ones in the league, right? I mean, and Travis Hunter didn't even do anything last year. Neither did BTJ really, and they still got good production out of those guys.
I'll tell you what. They're back to where the side I could see. Their defensive line looks like a bunch of monsters. Like these guys are huge. They look like 4 Chase Youngs across the line.
It's like Space Jam when the guys took the mojo on Space Jam, huh?
Yeah, I was like, geez.
I think we're look. It's nice to know about the receiver room. How is the running back room looking?
Did
Kamara do anything today?
Yeah, so they both. I mean, most of the day it was the Jags did pretty. I mean, they're the number one run defense in the league, but they did pretty well against the Saints run. But the Saints did pop off a few bigger ones. You can't really tell with the run game what's what because they're not tackling to the ground. But they did have Travis A-Chain and Kamara both did have a couple, 10-yard gains, 12-yard gains, whatever. There was no big play where they broke free. But the run game was, I mean, it's better than what we've seen in camp. So
Yeah.
that's the thing.
Let
No
me
news
ask you
on
this:
Kendrick
Are
Miller
we gonna
yet,
see?
huh?
Are we gonna
I think
see?
he's still
Are we gonna
out.
see? Are we gonna see A-Chain at all Saturday?
No, you won't see A-Chan. You won't see
I
Kamara.
disagree with all that, man.
Not if you're going to get him in this kind of practice. Like I would agree with you if they weren't having this today.
Yeah.
I would say they need to play in the game. But the ones went, like I said, more than they would in an actual real game. Much less.
So are the ones gonna play the second game?
Yeah, probably. I mean, they got two
Well,
more.
You only got 3 games.
Yeah, but they have two. This is unheard of. I think they have 3 scheduled joint practices with 3 different teams.
Yeah, that's
Like they
that's
got
becoming a new thing, I guess, maybe to try to avoid injuries and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's a controlled environment. You're not tackling to the ground, that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
but I do
that's the
agree.
last thing we want, right? I mean, we don't want a guy, you don't want a guy getting hurt week 1 or week 2 either in the regular season. But I hate preseason injuries. I don't know about y'all. I mean, we've already seen it with Brian Brissy. We're hearing about Tyson.
I don't think the Saints can't afford
no
preseason injuries.
No, not at all. And that's the thing. There's some areas, like I said, we talked about that. We're deep in some areas, but corner scares the shit out of me. I mean, I'm just terrified of losing one in the corner.
We talked about this last week a little bit. Do you think once camp breaks, they start doing cuts and stuff like these teams? Do you think the Saints are just they're gonna have to go out and get depth at cornerback?
I would have to think so. I mean, I think they got to keep, maybe even if it's a trade, if somebody emerges somewhere. I'm glad we didn't go after. I know Fernando announced it to us before we went on it. Terrion Arnold got signed by Seattle. I didn't care for Arnold, and it wasn't even about all the off the field stuff. I saw him get flagged a bunch last year with Detroit. He just looked like he was getting beat on every play. I'm not saying you throw a guy's career away on 1 year, but I want more of a guy. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I want a veteran that's maybe getting ousted by a team who's maybe 27, 28 years old. They want to go younger. I'm looking to trade maybe a late round pick.
Yeah.
That I'm saying, give me a guy that can plug and play immediately in Staley's system, because we got our top 2 or 3 corners. It's to me the 4th and 5 guys. Look at the year we won a Super Bowl. We had to go get Mike McKenzie off the street, and thank God that worked out good. We lacked a little depth that year. I mean, we had Tracy, we had Jabari, and Randall Gay as a nickel corner, but we didn't have a ton of depth at corner that year.
But I mean, it's got to be concerning, right?
Yeah, but so one thing that I've seen over the last few practices, I didn't hear him today, so I don't think anything happened really today. But the guy they signed, Martin Emerson, right? He was with Cleveland.
Yeah,
he was a good cornerback.
Yeah.
He had a slow start to camp, but they said he started to kind of pick it up and kind of look like that guy that they originally signed. I know Isaac Yadam's been getting toasted all camp. Like, Barry and Brown has been lighting him up all camp.
He's been the victim the entire time in this.
Well, maybe that's why Barry and Brown looks so good.
Well, Barry and Brown got one today too. Again, so yeah.
And what's funny? I don't know about you guys. I mean, late in the year, it feels like we played pretty well in the secondary. I mean, Yadam to me wasn't too bad. I mean, like Jordan Howard, some of the unknown guys that people weren't paying attention to. We saw obviously Sanker become kind of a household name late in the year, but I don't think Yadam's terrible. I just think maybe Barry and Brown's just that good, and Bryce Lance. I mean, I don't think people are talking enough about Bryce Lance. Everybody's talking about Barry and Brown because of the LSU connection, and he's got this Shaheed kind of ability about him. But man, Bryce Lance might be a better.
What is Bryce Lance known for? Speed, quickness,
but everything.
Yeah, but here's the deal with Bryce Lance is that he's got the greatest potential, probably. Oh, definitely, of the 2 receivers out of Barry and Brown and Bryce Lance. Yeah. But the guy, I was watching him today, he was standing next to Vele. Him and Vele are the same size as far as height.
With Lance?
Yeah.
He's a big guy. And like I said, Trey Lance's brother, played quarterback. I mean, it was a high draft pick.
That's a guy we had high hopes for. What's going on with Vele? He ain't making no what?
He had 2 touchdowns today. He's doing fine. He's just not the talk of the town because all the rookies are being doing things.
And Vele, Poncho, the Dancing Bear, was on us a little bit about Vele, saying, "Oh, y'all were a little too excited about that." No, I thought Vele was a really good pickup. I mean, look, Vele, he's a little older than other guys. What's Vele like?
Is he going into? Is he
going to or something?
Is he projected to go in the first week 1 as a second receiver?
Oh, he's going to be the 3rd receiver, but he's going to be a starter.
Yeah. I mean, if Tyson's hurt, I guess he slides up on the depth chart, moves up, whatever, But hopefully
I'll show you.
Tyson's,
Let me just Rich, let me just do this for you real quick so we can. You want to see? This is from today. I'll give you the
got some clips, man, or what?
the Valet.
You got the clips.
I got the
Look it
Valet.
out, bro.
Got the clips. Let's go.
All right, watch this. This is Valet. So just a little bit of.
Hey, Fernando, big targets, dude. Didn't it seem last year like I know, Richie, you saw it too. I mean, he utilized the guys with their height. I mean, Jawan, big catch radius. Devon Valet, he only had a couple games with him before he got hurt, but Tyler can put that ball on a beam. He can locate it perfectly. And I mean, as a 5'10" corner, what are they going to do when you got a guy that's 6'4" with wingspan and Shuck is putting it right at the tip of where they don't have to jump? You know what I'm saying? But I mean, how is that defensible? You know what I mean? It's like a guard trying to go, come against a center for a rebound. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, that makes a good point. I mean, and he's got good hands too. He made some great catches last year. That's for sure.
Like he made some unbelievable catches last year.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Tyler, that's what I'm saying. Throw that thing on a beam and just trust your guys that are 6'3", 6'4" to go grab that thing, man.
I tell you what, you're gonna get tested very well straight out the gate. We all know that. I mean, you're going.
Yeah, no, that's a good team. And Saints fans, despite the outcome, we got to hold on. I mean, it's a long way to
and
go.
That's the thing that bothers me, dude. That's the thing that bothers me. The outcome. People can be like, "Oh God, here we go again. We lost." Well, damn. Detroit's a top team, and they're a Super Bowl contender.
Correct. Hey, dude, us Saints fans are weird, man. I'll be honest with you. Saints fans since a child, but I don't know about y'all, but it feels like sometimes we get overzealous when we shouldn't be. Sometimes.
Oh, absolutely.
We lack patience at times.
If we lose, it's ready to take the bags out. If we win, we're going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's it. No, Richie, that's exactly it, dude. Look, dude, I'm a Cubs fan. I'm a Pelicans fan. A Saints fan. I've never seen it like that except for the Saints fans.
You can't have a medium. You can't be like, okay, well, we got a little ways to go still.
If Chuck throws 3 incompletions, the Rattler heads are going to be coming out of the woodwork like streaking.
I told you. I always do. Wasn't that good? I told you.
Yeah,
there it is.
Snakes and stuff like that. Trying to.
What up, signature? And talking about that, man. I don't understand why a city. Why is there so many skeptics about him, Fernando? I don't get that about Tyler Shuck. What is the deal? Some people like him, some people don't. What is going on?
Because this is what happens. You have people that, and I shouldn't say people, but most of sports fans in New Orleans on both sides, right, are casual sports fans for the most part. You got your passionate Saints fans that are really dig into it, but even the passionate ones don't dig into the, get through the minutia and all that stuff, right? Like, so Tyler Shuck, when he gets drafted, you got the clip flying around at him at the combine where he throws his terrible passes and everything else. He's got his injury history. He's old. Oh, the Saints don't know what they're doing. They drafted this old guy. He's going to have to play well enough, which he will, to make all those things kind of forgotten. And I think this year, this is going to be the year. Like Dave, yourself, we already know that. We saw it last year. We believe it. We saw the work he's put in the offseason. The leaders become, and then today, like I said, being a gamer. Like if you're not throwing it in people's face, like if it's not on the news at 5 or 6 o'clock, how well Tyler Shuck's doing in training camp practice. Yeah, it's just going to be.
What bothers me about last year, and I'm not taking credit away from him because he was playing with people off the street. I mean, really, literally, people was just signed off the street. My thing is this: the competition really wasn't that good.
No, but
I say that, but the Bucks were a good team.
Yeah, I mean, the Carolina and the Bucks. Remember, you played those teams a lot, and they were fighting for a playoff spot.
And remember, I think Dave, you can correct me if I'm wrong. When we played Carolina had won like 3 in a row. Like we're coming off.
Look, to me, it's what I argued with a guy the other day on Facebook. I'm sitting there at the shop, and I'm like, man, I had downtime. I would usually not argue with somebody about this whole Rattler Shuck thing, but I don't know why I did it. And I'm looking at it as if, like, dude, it's the NFL. It's not like you're playing Nicholls State and Southwest New Mexico State or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Every game is hard. If you win any game in the NFL, I mean, you see the coaches after, the post-game walkthroughs that they have with the cameras and stuff. Every win is earned. I mean, you only got 17 games, dude. All those teams are really, it's so much. There's a great team. There's a shitty team. the teams aren't as far apart talent wise as what people think. You know what I'm saying? So you got to go out and earn every game, man.
You know, I'm glad you brought that up, Dave, because I was thinking about this the other day. When you look at like basketball versus football, like if the Saints went out and had a 10-7 season, we're like, oh, that was really good.
Yeah.
That's really only 3 more wins than losses. I mean, it's crazy.
It's a fine line. Yeah.
That's
why I think we'll be that team that jumps this year. I really think we're one of the big jumpers, man.
Well, I mean, we have to be. So listen, we're going to talk about it because people do want to talk about it. So let's bring it up. Jordan Tyson gets hurt in camp today. How serious was it, Fernando?
But by the way, I'm gonna give myself a pat on the back. I don't have many followers on X, but I was the first to report it, and nobody picked it up until the end of practice. Nobody
Fernando
saw him.
Was, man. He
Was
there.
He got hurt. Everybody saw that part happen, but they saw him jog across the field like it was okay. And then when they broke for team, he walked back to the locker room and never came back. But he had a noticeable limp. Now Nick Underhill reported that it's not that serious, but it's a hamstring from what I've heard. So if it's a hamstring and it's Jordan Tyson,
the thing you got to worry about is the grade. Wouldn't you say that, Dave? The grade.
Yeah. I mean, dude, and I worry about like Fernando said too. It's a lingering injury sometimes. Dude, you just hate for him to fall behind. You know, with the offense, the offense gets in a flow. You hate for him to miss any time. You know.
And they said Fernando, they were saying that he looked really good before the injury.
He does. He looked good all camp, and that's the thing that sucks is it's not no fault to his own. Like you can't control if you get hurt or not. But man, to put the kids' gloves on as much as they have with him, and then he's 12 practices in, and he already gets hurt. I told Richie this earlier. It kind of reminds me of like a Dante Stallworth. I'm like,
that's
man,
scary.
and I hope it doesn't linger like that. But
Stallworth, wasn't he like? We drafted Stallworth top 10, didn't we?
He was a high pick. He wasn't nearly as what Tyson could be, but I mean, those guys that are quick, twitchy like that and speed, that hamstrings, man.
He wasn't. I mean, that's what bothers. What scares me is like you said, the lingering stuff. If it's gonna, you got to let it heal. I don't know exactly what his injury history was in college. Did he have hamstring injuries, Fernando, in college?
Yes. Yeah, he came out with a hamstring injury and then he re-injured it at his workout. So he tried to put on a workout for all the NFL personnel before the draft. Did that and then kind of injured a little bit there.
Yeah, that's man.
That's the only real, I think, beware thing about him, honestly, right? Coming out of the draft, I mean, talent.
He would have been a top 5 pick if he didn't have.
I mean, I got Cornell Tate in one of my dynasty leagues, and I like Cornell Tate, but no, man. I mean, if Tyson didn't have any concern of injury, I think he goes ahead of Tate. Based on upside.
Just based on that, so you think? I mean, it could be as long as he's there week 1, we'll be all right.
And that's what I said is I don't need to see him in any preseason games if I can have him for the regular season.
Yeah. So, I mean, Shuck's going to put him where he needs to be. I mean, you have a very smart, like I said, remember we talked about this before when Kellen Moore came aboard. We said, hey, you got 3 former, NFL quarterbacks in the room running this offense, So, I mean, to me, guys are going to be in the right spots. This isn't going to be a cluster, you know what. Like Fernando said, as long as he's ready to go week 1, I feel good. I mean, you hate for him to miss time and fall behind. You want as many reps as possible. But like I said, you don't want to overdo it. Just get this guy healthy. But, I mean, it may create opportunity for a Devon Bailey or a Bryce Lance as well.
Any word on Cam Jordan?
I saw Cam on the bike out at practice, so that's good that he's out actually doing something. I think his is a hamstring too, but I think that's more I think it might linger into – Kellen Moore said it might linger but into the season, but no more than like
well, at least we ain't going to worry about Cam. We're about sprinting, so.
No, he ain't sprinting.
He ain't sprinting nowhere. Well, listen, guys, let's switch gears real quick. It's been the talk of the day for everybody and their mama. I'm like, good, nice. I mean, we just got to get this one.
I thought you were talking about Pelican schedule.
Hey, I know. That's what I'm saying, man. Come on.
Everybody's talking about it. That's for sure. I don't know what that was, but whatever, dude. Anyway, go back to that. Jesus, Lord have mercy. We need to get back to the regular screen.
There we go.
Everybody's talking about Jaden Daniels.
Man.
His NL money, his number 5. Have y'all heard about it, Fernando? What's your thoughts on it?
Look, I'll be honest with you. I don't know where this came from and what the hell is going on with this. Like, what happened here? Because Jaden, I'd never heard of anything between Jaden Daniels and LSU. Maybe I missed something.
Yeah.
And then this just popped up. Now, Jaden Daniels came out with a statement. I don't know if y'all saw that later on, basically saying, his team and LSU need to just work through some things. And then he put a tiger emoji at the end of it, like, everything's good. But I don't know.
I mean, you hate to see this, right? I mean, you don't want nobody wants to see this situation,
But Dave, do you think he has a case to say somebody shouldn't be wearing number 5?
No, Shane had put that up, Coach Shane, on our chat earlier. And to me, dude, I think that's very rarefied air. I mean, I don't want to see, like, okay, you only got so many numbers, right? I mean, so you can't just go, everybody, hey, this guy has a good year. This guy wins a Heisman. He's automatically got a number retired. No, I think there's, like football, I had certain guys like Joe Burrow, obviously, because of who he is in the NFL. He won a national title. What he did in a short period of time was just epic at LSU. Like the Honey Badger. I think what he did, winning a national title, great NFL career. Certain guys, you know what I'm saying? Shaq, obviously, retire Shaq's number for basketball.
Yep.
Pistol Pete, baseball, Paul Skeens, Todd Walker. I think Jaden, listen, Jaden won a national title. I think we'd have maybe a different conversation, but you can't just go retiring everybody's numbers. I mean, look, as great as Patrick Peterson was, as great as, Justin Jefferson was, you can't do Glenn Dorsey. There's so many great players. You can't retire every number. There's no more fucking numbers to wear.
Well, look, Lance Foles.
That's a great comment. That's a great comment.
Lance Foles just posted one of our. He's always on our show. He just said that Leonard Fournette said no one's bigger than the program. It's true.
It's like you know why the Yankees don't wear names on their back? It's about the name on the front. And I hate the Yankees, but I love that motto. It's about the name on the front, not the names on the back.
And look, and we all know, like you can't, like Dave said, you can't go around retiring all these numbers. We were all in high school before, and we all played sports. Numbers mean stuff to people. Like if I'm a high school athlete and number 5 really means something to me, and it's between LSU and Alabama, and LSU's telling me I can't wear number 5, and all things are equal, I might go to Alabama over a damn number.
Oh, people pay people for numbers. I mean, you hear a lot in every sport. I mean, baseball seems to be very notorious for it. With guys giving up like cars and
listen,
girlfriends.
Dave just mentioned them. Shaquille O'Neal has probably been. He donates more money to LSU, and they didn't retire his jersey.
Honestly, he would be number 1 for me. That'd be a great topic. But to me, like overall LSU, I don't know. I mean, I know football and baseball probably a little bit more popular than basketball. But to me, there's no bigger LSU alum than Shaq, in my opinion.
Alum, but player, you got to give it to Burrow. The season he had. That was.
I don't know, man. Shaq, how many Super Bowls Shaq? A Super Bowl season. How many NBA Finals trophies does Shaq have? one of the top 3 or 4 centers of all time. I don't know. I think we forget the impact that Shaq had. It was in the Jordan era, but golly, man, Shaq was unstoppable, dude. Shaq was just a phenomenon, dude. It was unreal.
Does somebody ask that question? Does somebody wear number 9 at LSU right now?
No, Burrow to me is up there. No doubt.
No, does somebody wear that number? Is somebody giving that number?
No, but I think I don't think anybody has it. But if somebody does, you got some big shoes to fill. Like you can put that number on. So
yeah, especially if you're playing quarterback or something. Yeah, that's like look at the Taysom Hill thing. You see Saints fans already getting aggravated about Taysom Hill.
Mark said he still can't shoot a free throw, Dave.
he cannot fucking shoot a free throw. He can't. Dude, I don't know why. I would have had every dude on my roster following Shaq.
This is what I don't understand about that. And we're not going to talk about basketball, but that's a great point. Why is it the one thing you have to do in basketball is shoot the ball?
Hey, I remember this, and I don't know who goes back with me on the fan. This may be, I might be the only fucking dude in the whole room that remembers this, but there was a dude, and they would go to him on a sideline. If he made like one free throw late in the game, like, oh, he's been working with Buzz, Semino or something, whatever the hell this guy's name was. It was a little 5'6" white dude with a fro who looked like he's like a painter somewhere. And I'm like, this is the fucking guy y'all got teaching him how to shoot free throws? No wonder he can't shoot any fucking better. You know what I mean? I'm like, out of all the fucking guys you could have got, hey, you know what? Why don't we go get Larry Bird and pay him an extra $1 million? Or let's go get, anybody. Go get a legend. Get somebody. Come on. They had this little dude look like he didn't play a day of basketball in his life, and he's the free throw specialist. Dude, somebody's got to Google that shit because I remember it, dude. I can't remember what I did 5 minutes ago, but I remember that funny ass little man, dude.
I know it's football season, but I want to talk about it. I asked Fernando about it earlier in the week. Joe Dumars comes out and says we're good. That's why we didn't make no moves.
I like him. I like it.
Me and Dave gonna disagree on this one.
I don't know. I don't like to not making any moves, but not knee jerk moves. They should have moved Jordan Poole. I think they had a prime opportunity to move Jordan Poole for Miles Turner. I thought that deal could have happened.
Only thing I feel like Joe did in that column was he acted like we can't see all the other transactions that happened in the NBA. Like you can't say the price is too high, and then we saw what Jaylen Brown went for.
Yep.
Like you can say other things, but you can't say that. Like, and I've told it to somebody else on another show that everything the Pelicans want to do as far as trades is still out there. They can make all the trades they still want. Like none of the guys they actually were interested in, besides maybe Jaylen Brown, actually got moved yet.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe Jamal Mosley wants to just take that look, dude. Like how many times we said it before last season, we have to take a look 20, 25 games and see where we are. Maybe Jamal Mosley said, no, you know what? I like this roster. I want to do my own thing. I'm going to turn this team into a top tier defensive team.
Y'all both big basketball heads, and I was in a chat, and one guy said the one thing that is discouraging is the way the team finished as far as wins and losses. To have a team with that many losses to not make any significant change was shocking to him.
I mean, I go back to San Antonio. I mean, 2 years ago, who was San Antonio? They were a bottom barrel West team. I mean,
they made changes. Come on, they made changes.
No, the biggest change was getting a healthy Wemby. I mean, we had more injuries than what they had. And I'm not saying we're going to be San Antonio.
But you didn't have a significant. You had most of your guys back.
No, we had, dude. You remember DeJounte Murray missed the entire season almost to the last month.
But Dave, he came back.
Missed time, Trey missed time.
But nobody's going to consider DeJounte Murray to a wimpy. Come on, man.
No. I'm not saying.
But to Dave's point, DeJounte Murray was when he came back, but the Pelicans were basically a 500 team.
Yeah, but Fernando, you can hear it when you say it. You're not comfortable with them not doing anything.
Look, I think they were in disarray, though, Fernando. I mean, when you say that, you had a coach that was on the hot seat who just wasn't – Willie Green, as great of a person he wasn't the right guy. You had Borrego, who was not much better. It was probably worse. To me, you had two.
But didn't we say the same thing? But didn't we say the same thing before Willie Green got here? We need a new coach, and we did.
We should never let Monty go. We made a mistake when we let Monty. I was screaming at the TV when Monty.
Yeah, we got rid of the wrong person there. It should have been Demps that went, and we got rid of Monty. Monty and Demps didn't get along, and we got rid of the wrong person.
Look at the ass clowns we had afterwards: Alvin Gentry, Stan Van Gundy.
Well, Monty's been fired twice since he left here, dude.
Who's that?
Yeah, but he had a good thing going with the team he had.
Monty's been fired twice.
No, but Monty in Phoenix to me was a mistake too. I think, and look what Phoenix has been since. They've gone only downhill since Monty left. They were a contender with Monty.
I think the Pelicans. And y'all know this about me. I could talk myself in anything. So I'm gonna talk myself into Pelicans being a playoff team by the time this is all ready to rock and roll. There he is.
There's a bear sighting.
It's a grand entrance, man.
That's
Richie said before you even say anything, you need to talk to the dancing bear story and explain how it went down.
Man.
Is this PG?
We're gonna get an X rating come across the screen.
PG.
No, we don't need
No,
that.
man. This
I
guy.
ain't that bad, but it's pretty close.
Really, that Pancho? Since you're joining us, did you go out to camp at all?
No, man. I haven't done the camp. It's just, man, I've seen so much football. It's just hard to go to camp, man.
You're on the North Pole because you're growing your beard out for Christmas.
Yeah, man. It's just, man, the whole ADA system there, bro. It's a nice little setup, bro. But like everybody at the camp, getting around with the scooter is not the easiest thing to do, bro. Then you're fighting able-bodied people that are sitting in a little area. You get what I'm saying? So it's not. There's no assigned seats, bro.
Is there accessibility, like handicap accessibility?
No, there is. But the problem is you got people who are able-bodied sitting in that area.
You're going to the game, though, huh?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So I got assigned seats there. I mean, I'm good. I got ADA seats there. They have ADA seats, but they're not like.
So what's your thoughts? What's your thought on Jordan Tyson getting hurt? I know you're big on Jordan Tyson.
Yeah, I mean, I'm saying receivers, man. Just think if he went down, what does the receiver room look like right now? Right before he was, it looks terrible. We was talking about not drafting, not we, but other guys were talking about not drafting him at that spot. So if you don't draft him there, man, dude, this quarterback, wide receiver room doesn't look healthy at all, bro.
I mean, you're very dependent on Vele to me. I mean, which I love the move of getting Vele in the middle of last season. I feel like he's become very valuable to this team right now.
Yeah, and again, we don't have a Sean Payton there to develop. You know that we can. When Sean Payton would bring somebody in, you almost knew that was something was supposed to was going to come to fruition, other than Garrett Grayson or something like that. You know.
But don't you
But
think? I think Kellen Moore's got that though. I think he's got that vibe. He's not as aggressive. He don't have the swagger of Sean. But I think play calling wise, I think he's maybe I'm gonna be crazy and people are gonna throw shit at me on it. I think he's close to Sean Payton, and you know how big I am on Payton. I think the play calling ability's there. It's the swagger that he's.
Well, again, you got to get. He's getting his feet wet again with the second year being a head coach.
Yeah.
So
I mean, Sean Payton's a party animal. Kellen Moore looks like a fucking fun night for him. Is a 40 of lemonade and
these jokes about this damn Santa and you be.
Poncho.
It ain't that bad, bro. It really isn't.
You look like Santa Claus, dude.
I mean, I'm dealing with 3 bald-headed people on here, man.
I could do a meme with you delivering.
Fernando ain't bald-headed, but
David, you gotta get this back part. I'm real bald back here.
Yeah, but I mean,
I'm about to be like Richie soon. I'm about to shave all of it.
Are you going bald-headed, huh?
Oh, in the back. Yeah, I got my hair cut today, and the lady was trying to tell me on the slick what kind of products I should start using. I said, look.
She was fucking upselling you.
Yeah,
shit.
I'm like, what's going on here?
We should just tell him. She was trying to get you like juices and berries and all that shit, man.
Yeah, some honey shit. I was like, what?
Well, look, and Richie,
Jason.
to double up on the Kellen Moore thing, all I'll ask is to see out of Kellen Moore is some kind of excitement. Again, we got youth all over the place now. We kind of, getting rid of the old and refresh the play column, because with the Dennis Allen era, Brand, the shit was so stagnant. It was kind of hard to watch sometimes, just because it was just inconsistency all over the place, and you're just looking for something to be consistent,
Well, Poncho, let's be real. Wasn't Taysom Hill like the best thing about that era? I mean, honestly, that's why I still say to this day, he was like the one fun thing to watch.
And my theory was always at that point, we never had the personnel to be a Super Bowl team, and we all can admit that, right? So at that point, you keep paying Taysom Hill all this money when he can be better somewhere else, rather than just kind of eating up the clock here, And it just it sucks. Now he's at the end of his career. At the end of his career, he don't have many places to go to. And the kid could have went somewhere else and been better, I would think,
I think, but I'm saying Taysom Hill to me, I think even if we don't win while he was there the last few years, even if last year, we showed some positive growth, I think the effect he had on other guys, look, if you go to, they watch the way that guy does his job, work ethic wise, the way he shows up, the way he practices, that to me is worth its weight in gold. Jamal Williams, 3-year, $15 million deal for a guy that averages 2 yards a carry, who plays, with funnel cakes and kittens. I don't really care. That's not doing me no good. You know what I'm saying? Paying guys that have been off the team for 3 or 4 years dead money, that's no good. Taysom, the one thing about him, he showed up. Listen, dude, I'll say this. Taysom to me earned every penny. That's just my thing. You had far worse contracts on this team and the dead money you were issuing. Now, you're still issuing dead money to some guys.
I think if you wouldn't have played – I think if you would have X'd out the QB as much as he did and focused more on the other positions, I think you could have rolled with a full-time QB and not always played this juggling game, and him being there always had the juggling game.
Well, I saw, okay, I'm going to bring up a guy real quick, and we had a podcast with this guy, so but we had a podcast with the guy, Wisdom, the gamer, right?
Yep.
Now Wisdom, and I want to say, and there's a lot of people 3 or 4 or 5, 6 years ago, whatever the hell it was, they disagree with me. We used to do a little podcast called Saints and Sinners. We did the stuff with, the Who Dat Superfan podcast.
All right.
I was always screaming Taysom Hill. I don't know why we're going down this rabbit hole, but I always screamed that Taysom Hill deserved a shot with a playbook crafted for a running quarterback. I always said it. And no offense to Jameis. Jameis is hilarious. He's great at what he does now, but he's a backup quarterback. I knew he wasn't franchise quarterback material after 5 or 6 years in Tampa. Taysom Hill, I would have loved to see where Sean just gave him the keys to the car for 6 weeks. If it was terrible, if the car stopped on the side of the road somewhere, bring Jameis in. But Taysom never, to me, should have never been in a
competition. Well, Dave, how many games did Taysom start?
He started 9 games in his career, won 7 of them, and his numbers per game are pretty damn impressive. I think a lot of fans, I argue with fans that didn't know his starting record as a quarterback. 7-2, his completion percentage was top tier. Listen, he didn't throw a ton of passing touchdowns because he could just run them in from the 5. But I mean, dude, his touchdowns overall were very competitive with a lot of starting quarterbacks. You know, he didn't
I
turn the
actually
ball over
agree
much.
with Dave 1000%. I think that was one of Sean Payton's biggest downfalls is not letting Taysom get a real shot at quarterback.
Well, in my defense, you couldn't put Taysom the way he played, the way he ran. He didn't avoid hits. He didn't get out of bounds. There was none of that in his blood, and he took way too much punishment. As you know, as a starter quarterback, dude, you know that's a whole job in itself. And when you go and look and seek out hits on safeties and you take yourself out of the game, now you done jeopardize your whole team. You done cost your whole team.
Well, Poncho,
So
that's what Jackson Dart's game is. He tries to run people over.
But no,
that's a good point, Rich. He's got to fix that.
Listen,
that.
But Taysom, you can't compare him to Taysom Hill. They're two different quarterbacks.
Jackson Dart said if a linebacker goes to hit him, he's going to try to run him over.
And
here's the thing.
His head was knocked off too.
I don't think Taysom would have played the same way he was playing had he been the quarterback.
Right,
you got a responsibility to your team.
That's a great
as a quarterback.
That's a great point because remember when he took over again, he was in a fill-in role at that point.
Correct.
You know, he was already doing all the Swiss Army knife things once again in 21 when Jameis started the first 6 games.
But I will go back to it. You and Dave, Fernando and Dave, you have to understand. Sean Payton did a fair, open quarterback competition.
He did. And like I said, I blame Marquez Callaway, Richie. I blame Marquez Callaway. He owes us all a fucking po' boy here. Whenever I see him,
I mean, in the hindsight, bro, we didn't have any depth. Like at that point, we didn't have a playoff team contention NFC Championship. I mean, at that point,
but instead of us blaming them guys, why don't we blame the head coach? He didn't have a plan in place.
Richie, I think he made a mistake. Like Fernando said, like I said, how many times, dude, I could do, if there's ever a documentary about what happened that year, I could fucking film it because I remember like it was yesterday. I'm telling you, Taysom probably had a slight advantage going into the final preseason game. And he let Jameis start the game. And I honestly believe Sean Payton will never admit to it, but I think there's no way the way Jameis was going in camp, he didn't see that. I mean, Jameis went nuts in the first half. He did Jameis Winston things. I mean, Jameis always has that knock it out the park game once every 3 or 4 weeks. And he had it. And Marquez Callaway, that's why I say he owes us a shrimp po' boy or so, because that son of a bitch, I've seen him drop passes to the breadbasket. He made 2 of the most amazing catches I've ever seen for touchdowns.
Why'd you look at King Mike? What's up, Mike? I'm sure to go shot.
Man, listen, when you speak of Marquez Callaway as your number one, or even mention his name, and relying on that cat it
was a preseason
to push
game,
your team. I mean, that just says where you're at. Like I'm a realist, dog. Like it is what like what you can't like. Taysom Hill wasn't the needle mover to make us into an NFC Championship game. It wasn't.
But Jameis Winston definitely wasn't. I mean, he couldn't get it done with Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, that defense that was damn near top 10.
Listen, and so Richie trusts Sean Payton. That's one of his favorite coaches of all time, right? If not his favorite coach. If you trust him that much, you would have to know. You have to know Sean Payton has to know that Taysom wasn't his long time.
Did you just say he's my what?
Yeah, well, Dave holds him in high regards too.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Listen, if you're holding him high regards in that way, you have to trust that he knows that Taysom wasn't his number one.
I don't believe that at all. I think Taysom was his guy.
Well, he would have played him that way then.
I think he made that way. That's what I'm saying. I don't think he intended for that to happen. I think
he's a head coach of the Super Bowl team. Come on, he didn't intend it. He just accidentally didn't start him.
No. Okay, so let the lawyer. Okay, you did your defense or your prosecution. Let me defend real quick. Look, Jameis was pretty much basic as fuck the whole camp.
We're not talking about Jameis.
No, we are because that's a competition. So we have to talk about Jameis. So he put Jameis in against the starters well, no, actually they didn't have the starters in, but we had Jameis in the first half of this game, Pancho. If Jameis comes out and goes, 10 of 15 for 60 yards and does nothing else, all Taysom has to do is just play basic in the second half, and I think Taysom wins that job. Jameis went postal, had the most amazing fucking half of football in preseason that I've ever seen. And a lot of Callaway.
Taysom should have went postal with him.
Got behind the 8 ball at that point. So if Sean Payton's leaving it up to this game,
but Dave, what you're saying, but Dave, it's football. That's what
it is football. But I think that's what Fernando was saying. He made a mistake. He made a mistake.
Let me ask you this: what's the object of the game
To win.
Taysom Hill as a quarterback. Well, you know what his record was as a starting quarterback?
7-2.
7-2. The object of the game is to win.
To win.
He won as a quarterback. I mean, I don't understand how you can get a fair shot.
Man, there was a lot of defensive help on that
listen,
side
I'm
too.
with Poncho. I'm just talking.
Listen, I'm not saying Taysom is not a good, decent quarterback.
Poncho, I'm with you. But
He's
listen,
not the starting. I'm not putting my
say
eggs in that basket and say, listen.
I could never see Taysom Hill as an every down quarterback. I couldn't. Never could.
But what? Let me ask you this:
Neither
Jameis.
Neither one of them.
You saw it though. He did it for 9 games and it was
That's
7.
what I'm saying. If
That's
he
a
kept
small
winning,
sample
that's our
size.
identity at that point. We got
That's
this
a
gritty
small
winning quarterback in the top 10.
I think,
game.
but didn't
That's a
Jameis
small-
go like 5-1 that year too? I mean, come on.
Jameis was 4-2. Everybody tries to
4-2. I
fucking win
mean,
on him.
he did like 5 touchdowns in one game.
Yeah, and he threw for 130 yards in that game.
But
He had like
listen, guys,
6 turnovers.
It's silly
in that
we're
game.
sitting here talking about. I don't think neither guy deserved to be the starting quarterback.
No, and back to the Jameis thing, the week 1 game, that's another thing. I remember it like it was yesterday. Aaron Rodgers was just fresh off of a hippie tour with Grateful Dead doing acid and shit. He looked like he didn't know what fucking planet he was
People
on.
think, listen, it's a matter of opinion, and we all know what they say about opinions. To me, and I don't listen. I get ridiculed because I think Aaron Brooks is the second best quarterback to ever play this game for the Saints.
I mean, it's arguably.
That's arguable, yeah. I mean, that's more real. Yeah, I don't hate that. I mean, I'm with you on that.
Most people do, Dave. Most people will burn an Aaron Brooks jersey.
Oh no, people like we were talking about Saints fans wearing their emotions on their sleeves. Everybody loved him when he's winning that game against the Vikings, when he's kicking ass the next couple of years. But when he started, the smiling on the sideline wasn't that the thing that broke the start of
I remember that.
Throwing the ball backwards.
Out of context, you know what I mean?
Killing the man for his personality. Killing him.
Like, what do they want him to do? They want him to be popping like fucking Percocets with a knife in his hand on the sideline? No, dude's fucking trying to be confident. You know
this is a real thing. He used to piss my dad off so bad with that smiling on the sideline. Oh, my God.
But, Richie, and certain players deal with things different ways. I mean, you know what I'm saying? They would have been the fan if he's throwing coolers on the sideline. Like, oh, he's a fucking hothead. You can't win with a guy like that. Some fans are just never pleased. You know, to me, I didn't care about the smiling. I did care about him throwing the fucking ball backwards and then the next year being terrible. But
and you know why? And you know why I piss people off? Because I tell people this: you can spin it any kind of way you want. There's something you can never take away from Aaron Brooks. He won the first ever playoff game. Period.
Yeah.
People praise Bobby Hebert. Come on, man. For what?
Aaron Brooks was a much more gifted player than Hebert. And no disrespect to Bobby. He's a guy here, man. We all love Bobby.
But people love Bobby.
Brooks was a talent. He really was. I mean,
y'all can love Bobby. Bobby went to the damn Falcons. I don't love Bobby.
Thank you. And I'm friends with Bobby, and Fernando knows this. I told Bobby to his face, I said, Bobby, let me tell you one thing, buddy. I will never, ever forget you going to the Falcons. Ever.
But you know what, Richie, as a Cubs
there's a bunch of guys like that, man.
White Sox.
What you mean there's a bunch of guys like that?
Hobie Brenner, man, I can name a few that jumped ship and went to
Morton Anderson went to the
Martin Anderson, Hobie Brenner.
What kind of art
to
Pippi that Kate Nellis came back and we got to cheer for him now.
Yeah.
Freaking Christ. But
man, they got some good, man. ESPN's been talking about too in the news, man.
Look, Fernando can tell you this. This is a true story. Fernando, what did they say? When Cam Jordan was asked if he would ever play for the Falcons? What did he say?
He said, "I'll retire." No, he said no. He said, "F no" or "hell no" or something like that.
He said they could offer him. They said Cam Jordan said they could offer him $100 million. He wouldn't go there.
I think he's lying at that point.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro.
I honestly don't think he would.
He might pass up a league minimum deal to play one more year there, but I don't think he's passing on $100 million, man.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Too. I told this to Richie before that if I had a son and he wound up playing for the Falcons, I'd have all black and red on.
What?
I mean,
ain't no way in hell.
Look, it happens though, man.
Oh no, I wouldn't. Oh no, you can call my son up right now.
You see that, Dave? Who's that?
What you
I didn't know who that is.
Jordan, LeBron, and Kobe.
Yeah, bro.
What you got there, man?
Why do people put Kobe up there with them? I don't understand that.
Oh, Kobe, bro.
He wasn't that good.
Oh, Richie, you being for real?
Look, he's not a Lakers fan anymore.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, him and Shane have converted.
Listen, you're missing me.
They're rugs. It's a rug.
Kobe. I don't put. What I mean by that good. What I mean by that good. I don't put Kobe on their level. That's all I mean.
No, he's not LeBron or.
Look at that.
I don't know, dude. Rich, I mean, Listen,
But
I hated Kobe when he played with the Lakers. I hated the
Man,
Lakers. I was
Kobe.
there for the playoff series with Lamar Odom and Bynum and Gasol.
Jordan,
And all those
that was
guys, y'all
huge.
had him. But
I
I'll
guess
say
I
this.
never wanted to see the end of Kobe's career because it was terrible.
I can tell you
I
this.
mean, listen, it's hard for guys. I mean, what LeBron's doing, I don't know if he's drinking dragon blood or whatever he's doing, but in the league is different now too. Let's be real. The league has gotten softer and softer every year.
Dave, let me
You
ask you
keep
this.
saying soft and soft. That's got nothing to do with the dude being in
But-
shape. Jesus.
But wait,
Have y'all
didn't
touched?
Kobe
Have y'all
had
touched
an
on the
Achilles
Jade Daniels
injury,
deal?
right? Kobe tore his
Yeah,
Yeah, we
Achilles,
did.
didn't
We
he?
sure did. You missed it.
Wait, Dave, let me ask you this real quick, and I'll ask all of y'all, see what y'all all say. Not to stick on the Lakers trick because I hate talking about the damn Lakers. But if you got one shot to win a game, who you putting out there? Because I know who I'm putting out there. I'm putting
To
Kobe
win-
out there.
I'm going to say this: LeBron's the last guy out of that group.
Yes,
Oh,
I agree.
yeah, 1,000%. Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree.
I mean, Jordan and Kobe.
I
is the
told
coin
y'all
flip
on
for me.
record. Listen, I told y'all on record. The only thing separates Kobe from LeBron James and Michael Jordan. And look, we know Dave and Pancho are big Michael Jordan fans, but the difference between Kobe was never, ever passing that ball for a game-winning shot, ever.
Kobe was a killer, bro.
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
was.
Kobe,
He
yeah, he
was.
was
Kobe was a different beast, man. Kobe and Michael were one of a kind.
Yeah, he was.
LeBron
Mike even says it. He was the
LeBron
only
doesn't
guy
have that
like him, in
killer.
his opinion.
Kobe
LeBron-
modeled his game off of Michael Jordan, but one thing he didn't model from Michael Jordan was passing that ball for a game-winning
Bro,
shot.
listen, when
Kobe-
Michael and Kobe came up the court with that ball with the game on the line, you know one fucking thing. They was giving it 100. LeBron bringing it up, he's probably 75% gonna pass it off.
LeBron's trying to draw a fucking foul with nobody within 10 feet.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
listen, this is what LeBron. This is what the difference. Michael and Kobe are gonna live and die with the shot on their watch. LeBron is gonna make the right basketball play.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what he's gonna do. Hey,
And
Kobe-
look, I
He's
would
gonna
never
make the
trash
smart
LeBron, but I
basketball play.
love those other two guys maybe a little more as a player, you know.
And so listen, and they took one-on-one competition they made it personal pretty much in the game. You get what I'm saying? LeBron doesn't man up. You don't see that one-on-one anymore. Kobe used to say, "Give me the best guy," and Jordan Jordan was that same way. Jordan was, "I
No,
want
he
the
was
best
not.
guy, and
No,
I'm
he was
shutting him
not.
down."
Well,
You
you might
ask-
want to ask the Pistons about Michael Jordan because he wasn't manning up against them.
Ask Vernon Maxwell, bro. He'll tell you real quick,
Yeah,
bro.
I mean, look,
Jordan.
he did take the Pistons out.
Ask Isaiah Thomas. Ask him.
Maxwell
He did
saying
beat the
Jordan was
Pistons to get there.
Maxwell was in a strip club and drinking 40s every night of the week, and he said when Jordan and the Bulls came to town, he was drinking fucking Kool-Aid and fucking drinking.
Kobe
fucking-
and
Do
Kobe
you
and Michael
realize?
Donetsk
Listen,
defenders.
cleansing.
let me ask you this: y'all followed that. Won't y'all name the guards that Michael Jordan played against in his career? Name them.
Oh,
Isaiah Thomas, Anthony
Who?
Hardaway,
Who?
Magic Johnson.
He didn't play against Anthony Hardaway, but
Yeah, he played Anthony
he did.
Hardaway. What do you mean he
Yes.
played against Anthony
Come
Hardaway?
on,
man, he played against the kill. Man, he would get his head knocked off
Dan
on a
Marley.
nightly basis.
Wait, what is the argument about Hardaway?
Dan
Wait,
Marley. He played against Dan Marley a lot.
Yeah.
no, Hardaway. He definitely played against Penny Hardaway.
The Cavs had Rick's.
I mean,
Okay, I'm simply asking you a question. Who did he play against?
yeah, so I'm saying Penny Hardaway. You had
Name
guys
me,
like Grant Hill.
name
You
me
had
an
young
all-time
AI.
great.
You had
Name,
Isaiah
other than
Thomas.
Isaiah Thomas, name me an all-time great guard he played.
Clyde
against.
Drexler.
Man, there's so many of them, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I could keep going. I mean,
So
Clyde
many.
Drexler.
Oh,
God,
crazy.
Eddie Jones was a really good player. Steve Smith was a really good player.
Like you won't. I don't know if your knowledge is
No
there
doubt.
for play back in the
Now-
day, bro. But I mean, come
now
on. I mean,
switch over.
What happened to Fernando?
I don't know. He's probably looking up stats.
Still here.
Now,
No, but I mean,
Now-
Joe Dumars. There's
now
another
listen
one.
to this. Now
Magic
switch-
Johnson,
now
James Worthy
switch
was a forward.
to the
but,
guards that LeBron James played against.
I don't
Hall
think
of
it's nowhere
Famers.
close to
Hall
Jordan.
of
Yeah.
Famers across the board. Hall
Gary
of Famers across
Payton.
the
I
board.
mean, So, Rich, here's my thing. Like a Gary Payton, for instance, is a way better defender and point guard version of Jimmy Butler. And Jimmy
Okay.
Butler, is one of the top 5 guards of LeBron's era. Let's be real, probably.
bro, you would not even the guards when you went inside. Barkley, David
Yeah.
Robinson,
There's nobody like that today.
Kareem,
Yeah.
Shaq. They're all fucking knocking your fucking head off.
Jordan
dog.
didn't
They
play
wasn't-
against
There
them.
was no kissing it off the glass and
Anthony
dancing
Mason.
around in
First
the
of all,
paint.
listen.
No,
first of
you
all,
was
let's-
getting-
That's why-
you was getting
listen. First of all,
like you would
let's-
get a whole
Rodman,
felony
Van
charge in the
let's-
80s and the
first of all,
90s in the
let's get
paint,
something
dog. You
straight.
catch a felony.
Michael Jordan played Larry Bird and Magic Johnson at the end of their careers. They did.
No, Matt. No, that's not true. Magic was still in his prime.
Magic was gone.
No,
No.
Magic was playing out of his mind. He beat him in the first championship. Magic had HIV. That's the only reason he stopped playing.
Correct.
But Magic was still at a high level. Magic was one of the top 5 players in the league when he left.
All I'm saying is this. I will say this over and over. I still think Michael Jordan's the GOAT. That's fine. But I will tell you, LeBron James played tougher teams to get to where he was at.
Man,
I'm telling you.
I don't know, dude.
He played a 72-win team that added arguably a top 3 player in the league at the time. Come on,
because that's the star jumping that happens today. I mean, come on,
But I'm just talking about the team he faced.
Listen, if you put that Golden State team against that Bad Boys Pistons team or that Showtime Lakers team at the end there, or that Orlando team with Shaq and Penny Hardaway with Horace Grant and Anderson,
they don't shoot
enough. They're gonna have a lot of trouble.
Don't shoot enough to stay in the game.
No, but the game's different now. I mean, Steph Curry.
Yeah, I mean, today's a finesse. Today's a finesse and a touch game, and back in the day.
Well, you know what? Since y'all say that, then we're not gonna. Then NFL players today are not that good. Then I'm not.
They're not. No, they're not as.
They're not as tough. I'll say that.
Yeah, they're not as physical.
Then I'm not putting Drew Brees, Tom Brady, and all of them in the top no more. That's it, because the game's soft today.
Bro, when you got Ronnie Lott, you got a fucking safeties coming across the middle, knocking your head off.
So you're saying these guys are soft today, right?
Yeah,
I mean, football is the rules that are
Drew Brees passing yards came against soft defenses. What you're saying, correct?
Yeah, I mean,
the game's offensively favored. Yeah.
I mean, even football had changed. I mean, Drew Brees was still they had a physical game back then, but it wasn't as physical as it is today. Today's flag football, bro. Come on. You can't touch each other. You can't even fucking hit the quarterback right now, Richie. Come on, bro.
Richie, the NFC title game, there's 6 players that would have been suspended for several games now.
Do y'all really think, oh my God, Fernando. Do y'all really think that they do that to save them? Do you know why they do that? Because nobody wants to watch a backup quarterback on Monday Night Football.
No, Richie, I agree with the rules. I'm not hating on the rules. I think player safety is huge. I don't want to see these guys having CTE and
Yeah, I mean, your favorite player going across the middle and you see it, and now he's gone for 3 games. That's not fun.
But what I'm getting at is y'all keep using the analogy that LeBron James has lasted this long in the league because of the way the league is, and that's just not true.
Yeah,
that's 100%.
I mean, listen, basketball, you don't have Richie, real quick. Basketball, you don't have guys jumping off of bridges, killing.
Richie, you know how many game loading? What they call that?
So it has nothing to do with the man staying in shape.
No, look,
Richie, he's done a great job of staying in shape. I'm not disputing that.
What they call it? Game load management. You think Michael Jordan had to go a game load management? Fucking 40 of them a year? No, Michael Jordan played.
No, he just took a whole year off.
Jordan played 80 games a year, bro. Every year.
He took a whole year off.
Yeah, I mean, his dad died. I mean,
in today's game in the NBA, you can't foul anybody hard. Like if people were going to the rim like they were back in the day, they would foul them hard and say, "You're not doing that shit no more."
Exactly.
Yeah, you put your career in jeopardy. That's what I'm saying.
Steph Curry wouldn't be. Listen, Steph Curry's amazing. He's the best shooter of all time. But you think he would go in the lane, a little 5'11" dude weighing 160 pounds?
No, he'd be knocked out of multiple games.
They would make an example out of him, bro.
But do y'all realize there wasn't a guy back then built like LeBron James neither? They didn't have a 6'9", 280-pound guy.
Let's see what Ben Wallace would have did to LeBron.
Ben Wallace. You got Larry Johnson. You got
LeBron James ran him over.
Charles Barkley. You got
I mean, you had some. Yeah, I mean, you had some dudes that could. No, Richie, his talent combination. No, I agree with you. He's uncharted with that talent combination.
Bro, you had the guys like Kevin McHale and Kurt Rambis that was ready to throw fucking roll with the punches at the drop of a dime, in the middle of a game, bro.
None of it's legal and it's all probably dirty, but it went on then. So.
But they got guys that played back then that even said if the rules were different back then, they still wasn't.
I'm gonna show you one thing, dog. Go watch a play.
Guys said they wasn't playing 20 years.
Watch a playoff hockey game, Richie. Watch a playoff hockey game, and I promise you, football would be a whole secondary playoff hockey, dude. The hits, the fights, dude. It is still as raw it is from day one. They've never changed their.
Look, I'm glad you.
I'm not a big hockey fan, but man, that shit is the hits they doing, man.
You know what hockey never changed? All their helmets and shit. So nobody uses their head and all that other crap.
So those guys on the blacktop that say they could destroy NBA players because they don't have fouls over there. Is that correct?
No, they're smoking crack. Yeah,
they still have
you saw Ray.
There's no rules on the blacktop.
No, but I mean, you got that dude on video in New York who just clotheslines people and works his way to the rim. And I mean,
that's not basketball.
That's not basketball. I mean, he's traveling. He's offensive.
I mean, a hard foul
Really?
and trying to take somebody's head off is two different things.
The Bad Boys Pistons used to do that all the time.
Like what your girl did.
The documentary's wild on Netflix. If anybody
like
wants to
the big
watch
thing
it,
that
great watch.
The big thing in the news was the Janai whatever Carrington, the chick that took off Cunningham's head like 2 days ago and got suspended. Like that's not basketball. That wasn't a basketball play. But that's back in the day. That's a normal foul. Like, that's not even a foul back in the day. And today they're getting thrown out the game.
Yeah. All right, guys, we're about to head out of here. Thank you, everybody, for joining us.
We got a dance party after this or what?
Let's do it.
Richie's got the fucking human league lined up, ready to play, man.
You didn't put my comment up on who the real GOAT is.
What happened to our
Tyler
concert, bro?
Shuck is the
What happened to
real
the
GOAT.
what happened to the concert we was having?
Tyler Shuck is the real GOAT.
There we go. There we go.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, fellas. See y'all next Thursday. Later.